The Passover Seder plate. It's a special plate containing symbolic foods eaten or displayed during the Passover Seder, a Jewish ritual feast that marks the beginning of the Jewish holiday, which begins
tonight at sundown.
It does.
And that's Passover. And today we're going to show you how to make some of the foods that are served on the Seder plate. Joining us now is Leslie Carrier. She's the organic gourmet from LeslieCarrier.com. Hi, Leslie.
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Passover.
Thank you. Happy spring. Happy freedom.
spring.
I know,
Yes,
it feels
freedom.
nice to get outside. So what are we making today? We're making the elements of a plate, but what goes on that plate?
We're going to make the harosis,
Okay.
which is a combination of nuts and dried fruit with a little bit of apple. Today we're going to do it with almonds and dates, and I brought all kinds of other dried fruits so you could see, you can mix and match. You could do figs, you could do even mangoes or dried pineapples, raisins, you could do walnuts instead of almonds, but you know, today we'll just do one.
All right, well, let's get
Sounds
started.
good.
What goes
Yeah.
into our blender?
So into the blender, to make a little bit of noise, we're going to take half a cup of almonds,
Okay.
a half a cup of dates, and then some apples, which we'll grate up. Well, let's throw
Toss
that
them in,
all.
throw 'em in.
Yeah. Toss them
Okay.
in.
And we're going to
Pinch
make
of
noise
cinnamon,
anyways.
Pinch of cinnamon, and that's pretty much it. If you have a little wine, you can put that in.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Because we can. And then in here, we're going to make the horseradish. So when you do it fresh, you're going to start your tears right away.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing now?
And the horseradish root is right in front there.
Do you want me to grab that?
Yeah, why don't you
This
grab
one?
that? Uh-huh.
Does that mean we're going to cry?
Well,
We might.
who's ever standing here might.
Because
You know
I
what?
cry with
I'll fall
onions.
on that sword. Let's try this.
Okay. If you grate it by hand, you might cry more. So let's get them going together at the same time.
Okay,
Ready?
so we
Here we
have
go.
all our loudness at once. Ready, set, go.
Go.
How's it going there,
I
Seth?
have a malfunction. Leslie, I'm malfunctioning.
Oh, let's see what happens. Oh, here you go.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, wow. Okay, well,
that
that's
was something.
exciting in the Masterfield kitchen. My goodness, whew.
So here's our harosis, which represents the mortar. You know, when they're building the pyramids. And this is the horseradish, grinded up. And then you can, if you take a whiff of that, you,
Oh, it's potent.
it's potent. Woo!
Okay, that was silly of me.
I need to walk away.
But what you also could do is you could
Yeah.
take a little wine or a little vinegar and add that in there, and then it'll get ground up. Otherwise, you know, if you want to go strong, you can keep it like this.
Oh, it's strong.
And we'll just add just a little organic balsamic just to get it going.
And so now we're going to puree it.
Now we're going to puree
All
it.
right.
A little bit more noise. And that's it, pretty much. It's pretty quick.
Easy enough.
That's
So
it.
this is traditional horseradish, right? This is pretty.
That's right.
Why do people buy it when they can make it for a whole lot less? Who's
That's
to know?
really easy. I mean, if you have one of those machines, it's easy, right?
Pretty much.
The Seder plate is what is it? What is it significant for?
Yep, we're
Yeah,
crying. We're
I'm
crying.
feeling good.
It basically represents, you know, renewal. Our path to freedom. Whoa, I'm getting teary.
It's a tough subject we're chatting about.
Yeah, it's a big one. So there are different things that are on the Seder plate that represent that. For instance, if you're a vegetarian like I am, you might use a beet to represent the blood instead of a shank bone. The egg represents rebirth. The parsley also spring renewal. Lettuce spring renewal. The parsley is dipped in a salty water to remind us of the tears of our slavery. And then the harosis we made with the dates and the almonds. So what would happen is we would take some of this and put it on the plate, and then put it out in a big bowl so everybody can share it during the meal, along with the horseradish.
Now,
it's part of
Leslie,
the ritual.
This plate that you brought with you, it actually says everything next to each side. Well, I should say each. What are these little things called? Wells.
Wells.
There we go.
Oh, well.
That's the word.
Where things
It's
go.
beautiful. Where things go, the little wells. And it tells you exactly where they go, so that this is what represents, like
Exactly.
you said, each significant part of the story.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's usually, you know, in the center of the table or who's ever leading the Seder. When I go to a Seder, a lot of times everybody gets to participate, and so there may not be like one leader. And a lot of times we're talking about where we're free and where we're not free. And by the end of the evening, after drinking lots of wine, everybody's free.
Well, Leslie, thanks. And these are things that we can eat all throughout the week, right? If people are
Absolutely,
practicing
you
Passover.
can eat it all year round, really.
Love it.
Love
Thank
it.
you so much for stopping by today. It's all about the yum, isn't it?
This is all about
the yum. It's all about the yum with Leslie. Coming up.